Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming these three great gentlemen on a very special day, this glorious day, the official grand opening of Sabonic Golf Club. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to welcome Jack Nicklaus and Tom Doak and Michael Pascucci here to the first tee. Jack, this is one of those days that, you know, it's going to be in history. This course, obviously, already with all the build-up, anticipation, excitement, Sabonic with its great future. To be here now to get it all started and with all the work you poured into it, what does this day mean to you?
Well, it's a great day, Jim. I think that it's more of a great day for Michael. This is Michael's dream, not my dream. Tom and I were just facilitate Michael's dream. And Michael wanted to have a golf course. He found a great piece of property. He wanted my input from what I do, and he wanted Tom's input from what he does. The two of us together have done a golf course that we hope that will stand the test of time and for people to enjoy for a long time. And Michael was, you know, he's delighted with it. I mean, we've just played 18 holes, and he's already changing about 16 holes. I mean, you gonna leave anything out there?
And Tom, for you, the pride that you feel on this day.
Well, it's a special day for me. They don't do as many of these openings as Jack does. We only do 2 or 3 golf courses a year, and everyone's special. And, you know, not only for me, but, you know, a lot of associates and shapers and people from both sides worked on this and put a lot of time into it, not always on days like this. So it's great to be able to come and represent them all today.
Michael, this is your dream, your vision, and what does this day mean to you?
Well, I think when we set out to do this, and Tom and Jack both asked me what did I want here, I said I want a golf course that's got big fairways, good strategy, and good greens. And by putting these two fellows together, I mean, I just want to compliment them. They did an extraordinary job of doing their thing very well here. They gave me their best effort, their A game. So when people come out here, the comments I hear most is, wow, this place looks like it's been here for 100 years. Also, they're smiling. They have fun to play the golf course. It's very friendly. There's nothing scary on the golf course. So from my standpoint, we got what we wanted. Members can have fun. People can play here, have fun. And these two guys gave me the best that they could give me. And I do thank them both very much.
Well, what do you say we officially christen the course with the ceremonial first shots?
No. There's no way in the world I can hit the ceremonial first shot on your golf course.
There you go.
There he
Michael
goes.
Pascucci.
I stink.
Woo. Clubhouse.
We didn't see any of those on the course.
No.
Okay.
Whoa.
Michael. So what's the date today?
24th.
8/24?
Right.
Tom, I left room right here in the middle for you.
Thank you. I've never signed your driver before.
Well, you got one now. I never let anybody sign my driver before. First time. Okay.
Thank you.
Michael?
Right.
Yours, Michael.
Thank you.
For yours to play with, throw away,
Thank you.
beat on
No,
it,
no, no, no,
put it in the
no.
clubhouse, whatever you want.
I'll put it on eBay.
That you can do too.
No.
Michael, God bless this great golf course.
hey.
Sabonic
Hey,
is
Jim.
officially
Hey,
open,
Jim.
ladies and gentlemen.
Jimmy, thanks for all your help.
Jimmy, hey, did a great job. And you made it special.
Welcome to Sabonic Golf Club. It's August the 24th, 2006, and after years of build-up and anticipation in the world of golf, many have gathered here on Long Island's Eastern Inn for this historic moment, the first official round. I'm Jim Nantz, and here to watch, along with many others, the first round. Owner and founder Michael Pascucci will be joined by co-designers Tom Doak and the legendary Jack Nicklaus. Welcome to Sabonic and this historic first official round to christen the course here with Jack and Tom and Michael. Let's welcome Jack Nicklaus.
Okay, thank you. I don't know really how to go about this. I know how I normally go about it, but I think with Tom we're going to probably do it a little differently, because I think Tom will want to describe a little bit, and I want to describe a little bit. What we tried to do here at the first hole was to figure out a way to get a first hole in here. And the second hole on the golf course was good. We've tried to figure out how do we hit a nice short little first hole to get you started and not put the balls over in National. That would be #1 objective. So we put the bunkers on the right, directed the play out into the hillside on the left, restricted the play down at about 280, and then left a narrow opening that if you want to take a run, take it at the green, but then the green is a very difficult little green for an awkward half pitch. So you're probably better off, like I'm doing today, throw a 3-wood out there, leave yourself with a full wedge into the green, or take the driver and take a run at it, whichever you want to do. If you're going to play golf, you play a 3-wood. If you're going to want to go hit golf balls, then you go hit driver. That's generally what people do. Cell phones are not allowed on the course. And after that, and the rules of today's game are that, oh, where's my opening club? I want to do it now. Do it twice. Okay, the rules are, if you don't like what you do, you hit another one. That's not very good, but it's okay. It's about 200 yards short of where I tried to hit it. Or at least 100 anyway. Anyway, the rules of today's engagement are, if you don't like the shot you hit another one, and there's no 3-putting.
Automatic 2-putts.
That's my rule. That's why when I quit playing golf, I don't 3-putt anymore. I haven't 3-putted a green since last July. Right on by me, about 30 yards.
Youngster, you want to move forward?
I thought you were moving up the red tee.
I'm not, the rule are you don't have to play it.
Are you getting ready to play?
Get the cameras off.
Are you going to
got
play
my
too?
I know you're not nervous at all, are you?
You got my move.
Let's see the move. Okay,
Welcome
left
the,
foot, drop the right, bounce on the left, drop the right, half swing. Okay.
Mike Pascucci, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
Whoa.
Oh, there's a good one. Watch out, camera. A lovely shot. I ate fat. Ooh. Very good putt.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, sir. Oh, it's close enough.
All right.
Close enough. Okay.
with this being the first official round, Michael, it's only fitting that you get the first official par in Sabonic history.
There you go.
How about that, huh?
With minimal cheating. No Mulligan. Oh, excuse me, no Clinton.
How nervous were you on that first tee?
We changed the name from Mulligan to,
Out here? Okay.
yeah, it's a modern day Mulligan. Clinton. We call it a Clinton.
I understand why. What was it like just getting this thing started and standing on the first tee with Jack and Tom and many others out here watching?
Well, the first time we stood up there, I would say today was a lot less arguing.
Did you have a debate about where to start the course?
Well, we were
Yes.
standing on the original green side, for one.
Right here.
Yeah.
Here on 2T.
Pretty
Two's
much.
back
Yeah,
tee.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Original green site, yeah.
Tom, let me ask you first about the second hole we're about to see. Already being heralded as one of the great par fours. I heard some talk and chatter at the PGA Championship. People were talking about Sabonic, and this is one of the first holes that comes to mind. What
Well,
about the second?
It makes an impression right off the bat. I mean, you know, we have these two monstrous old elm trees that were left over from the mansion that was here, and it was a pretty simple thing to think, oh, let's hit a drive between those two. And, you know, a great green setting up in the dunes, kind of tucked behind the corner of the dune on the right up there. Just a pretty setting for a golf hole.
And Jack, when you saw it the first time, what did you think when you saw the possible routing and this being the second hole?
Well, no, I'd give Tom more credit on this hole. He's the one that put that green up there that you can't play. And no, I think it's a beautiful tee shot. I think it's a little mystery on the second shot, and then the green is probably the toughest green on the golf course.
Yep.
In a day like this, being out for the official opening, you both, Jack, 250 courses around the world, and Tom, your ever-growing list of great
22
places.
now.
22 and
Yeah.
growing. What is this day like for you when you officially get to this point?
Well, Tom, Jim, it's the fun day is opening up a golf course, and you know, I think that it's very different for both Tom and me because we're sharing the opening of a day with Michael, and this is Michael's golf course, Michael's dream, and it was only Tom's and my job to take the piece of property and develop it into a golf course for his people and for himself. And well, we had a good time. We had fun, and of course, as I said, we always talked about Michael would have any tie breaks, and we just didn't have any tie breaks. Tom and I were never going to let that happen, and so you know, we have some holes here that are strictly Tom Doak. I think we have some holes here that are strictly Jack Nicklaus. I think we have a lot of holes, and the majority of the holes are a combination of holes, and I think it's a nice combination. It's a nice golf course. I think it's a better golf course than I could have done myself, and I think it's a better golf course than Tom could have done by himself, and that was really what Michael was trying to get to.
Tom, what did you learn with the experience of working with Jack?
Well, I have to admit, at the start of this project, I was becoming skeptical with the cliche that all golf course architects use, that, you know, we're building a great course from the back tees and we're building a fun and playable course from the member tees. It's really hard to do both in this day and age because the best players hit it so much further these days. But I think, you know, playing here the last couple days, what I've learned about it the most is that you can do both. I think part of Michael's strategy out here was that he had, you know, we both try to do that on every project we do, but, you know, Jack is going to think more about the back tees and, you know, because that's the kind of play he visualizes, and I'm going to think more about keeping it fun for the members, and because we were both thinking about both, but because we were both had our concentration, I think it worked out very well for both.
And Michael, for you to bring these two together, these two incredible minds and the work they've done at the absolute highest level, legacies that will be left, you know, for hundreds of years. How did you do it? How did you pull these two together?
Begging, mostly, but I really I couldn't be more impressed with the work that they did. I mean, it's really, I'm blown away, so I have to give them that credit. And I have to say both of them working together was fun. We had laughs out here. And I endorse what Jack said. I think Jack said some of these holes are Tom Doak holes, some of these holes are Jack Nicklaus holes. And when they both leave, Some of it will be Mike Pascucci holes.
Then there'll be neither of our holes, because your contract says that.
Oh, no. Oh, I scratched that out.
Yeah, you didn't scratch that part out, pal.
Well, guys, let's see the second hole.
You've got to hit it between the bunkers and put yourself in a position to be able to play. Obviously, if you can squeeze it into that little neck past that second bunker on the right, that's the best place to be. Oh, you got the pin on the left today. You weren't going to be real sadistic today, huh? That's not very good. Anybody see it?
I think it's in that little connector in between the two holes.
In the fairway?
Look at that.
Absolutely perfect. Well, you might call it that. Wasn't a very good shot, but it turned out all right.
Down ball. Oh. A little too good.
Oh!
Misread the green.
Very nice. Very nice.
Actually, pretty well played. Good putt.
Left at the end. Thanks.
Okay. We had a hillside that was coming down. We had to separate number 2 in this hole. Basically, that's the bunkers in there, and then the green back up in the hill. And we got Michael's bunker up there short of the green. Made that bunker as deep as you wanted to make it and said, Michael, can you get out of here? And he got out of there and almost knocked it in the hole and said, okay, the bunker must be all right. If he can get out, anybody can get out, right, Mike?
That's what happened.
That's what happened. Normally downwind.
Good ball.
Well, certainly better than the last two.
Good ball.
You're gonna play down here? You play in this one? Okay. Okay.
Whoa. Good ball. Hey, very happy. Good ball. Very nice.
It's good we don't have to hit one.
Right. Oh, beauty. I get to probably get to hit your bunker shot, Michael.
Make Michael play.
Hey, Michael, play my bunker shot.
Good ball. Beauty.
Pretty good. I get a little short. It's short?
Get it.
Should we see the ball stop?
Got all the fire in.
All right.
Danny, I think Jack's just going to go and try and tap that in.
Absolutely.
Pretty good.
Nice putt. Throw 3 putts. Basically had an area down there that just surrounded it. And strategy of leaving a short bunker, let it bounce in from it. The green works its way down the hill right to left.
Come down.
I had 2 right beside each other. I guess my 140-yard 2-iron is the next shot of the day.
That's an automatic 2-putt, though.
No, I'm not on the green.
No, that's weak 2-putt anyway.
Isn't that awful? Look at that shot. I hit it in the left stripe of the fairway. That and fat. Oh, boy.
Tom, when you see it for the first time, I mean, you're really struck by the beauty of the land here. What was your first impression when you saw this piece of land?
Well, actually, the part we're standing in right now was a jungle when we were first here. It was thicker than that right there.
Wow.
So it took a little while to clear it out and really get a sense of what the land was like. But one of the great things about this place is that there are 3 or 4 different environments here, and the golf course works in and out of them a couple of times. You know, once you get over on this side of the ridge and you don't have the water view, you've got some beautiful oak trees and scrubby stuff. Most of these holes we cleared out very wide so we could have some open sand and they didn't feel too confined by the woods, because that would be too much contrast with the open holes out on the water side. But you work down into these woods and then come back up at 9, and then you can't see but just around the corner 13 and 14 in the middle of the back 9, come back into this environment for a little while and then go back out in the dunes again.
Was this perhaps the hardest part for you guys to come in terms of routing a course and
No,
working through the forest?
I mean, the routing actually wasn't that difficult to do because we didn't have a lot of extra land. So you know you have to use what you've got, and you're not looking at options of using a whole different part of the property. But to get a look for the golf course where these holes felt like the same golf course as those holes, and yet you had the variety of terrain, was that's something that just evolves as you start working on it in the field.
Tell me about this stretch of holes we're about to see.
Well, the 5th hole is I love short par 4s. And short par 4s I think need to be very strategic. And I think that this particular hole, I think if you're about any level of golfer, you have to pick an area to play to. And I like that. I like to say, okay, like we're standing here, I'm on the back tee, I've got that first bunker left, you've got a little over 220 yards to get over that bunker to get it into the place that you get the best angle of the hole, and it's about 260 yards to the bunker behind it. You got about 250 yards to that bunker out in the center, so you've got a little area to play to. Now you got a bigger area to the right, but if you take the bail to hit it to the right, then the green works away from you. The green works, you can work into the green a little bit from the left side. Or you've got a little bit of a stretch down there. If you take a draw with the right, prevailing wind usually comes right to left here. If you take it over that center bunker with a draw, you know, if you're a big hitter, you have a chance to run it onto the green. So you've got all different options to play. And if you're the average golfer, you've got similar options. Obviously, your distances are different, but you end up with different places to play. But it's all dictated by how the green is, and the green works away from that dominant bunker on the right side.
You know, Jack, I'm just curious, with Shinnecock next door, National also abutting this property, and your knowledge of those 2 courses and what they've represented through the years, when you heard that this piece of land next to those 2 was available, what did you think? Did you think you want to involve a similar field that those 2 have? What was your thought?
Well, I think that Sabonic should be its own golf course. It's a golf course that's views out over the other 2. The other 2 can't view onto this one. You actually, you've got big vistas out over the water. You probably have more vistas here than you do in either one of those 2 golf courses. You've got a really nice piece of ground. The location is obviously the key part to this, and the location is because you see National's right over here and Shinnecock's right over here. But the idea of being able to do something on this golf course and say, well, I want to do something like National, I want to do something like Shinnecock, is wrong. You should do something like Sabonic. And I think that's what Tom and I did. We tried to give it its own personality. Sure, it's got the personality of of the sand and the inland part here, which we're going over the top of the hill, we're back into some trees. But it's got its own personality. It should have its own golf course. It's far more modern, obviously, than the other two, from the standpoint of today's play. And and if you have an event here, you're not going to have to do a lot to this golf course to do it. You can just play this golf course as is, and I think it'll be a good test of golf.
Do you see that one day happening here at
That's
Sabonic?
entirely up to Michael. Michael wants to have an event. This golf course will certainly handle it.
You hear from the greatest champion in the history of the game, says if you ever want to one day, it's up to you, but this could certainly handle it. Have you thought about that one day, entertaining the idea of bringing the world's best here to compete?
I haven't really thought about it yet. Well, we've had a few really strong players here, and so far it resists scoring. I don't know why. Now, I asked them to do some short par fours because I wanted a couple holes I could get on in regulation. This is one of them. This is 330 yards, and I love the hole. And then they made all these holes out there in the fairway and put sand in them and ruined it. So now it's a very, very hard short par four.
No, it's beautiful.
But
I mean,
it's pretty. It's good strategy.
it's fascinating to hear that to build the course, the type of equipment that was allowed on the grounds here. Why don't you tell the people what that was like?
Yeah, Tom initially was resistant against having a contractor where your fixed price comes in, he builds it, throws his bulldozers in, clears the land. They wanted to keep the natural sand dunes, undulations, everything was here, so we brought in equipment, pulled every tree out one at a time and shook the dirt off, and basically sculpted what was here. I mean, it was, to get the look that's here, the most common thing I've had, other than the views, they said, this golf course looks like it's been here for 100 years. That, you hear that over and over again. And I think that's because we didn't hire a contractor, we just built off of what was here.
That's the greatest compliment I think you could probably get. It looks like it's always been here.
Looks like it's always been here.
Let's check out the fifth.
All right.
Oh, God, Jack. That's a lovely shot.
Strategy. Whoa, all three of them.
That's the
Look at this.
Oh, there we go.
Short par fours,
Yeah.
their challenge.
Got to hit it in the fairway.
Good gracious, I finally hit the ball first. Hit the ball first. Okay. Good shot.
Get up.
Nice try.
You'll probably tap that out. Everything. Widen out so we see the other players, same thing.
You don't like my game, don't you? You can't three putt?
Actually, you can go a little tighter on him.
Good game.
I mean, stay wide every hole of the ball. And close with the ball getting into the hole.
Look at this.
Whoa.
I think you're learning.
Shot, Jack.
And Broadway.
Oh boy, Tom.
Uh-oh.
All right.
He has a work ethic.
Good ball.
Wow.
Coming around.
Nice
Hey.
shot.
Oh,
Look at that.
Good spot.
Another great swing. You all right, Juan? But here, his life and I came in, we both came back. He says, get in. Okay. Mark that for you. I don't want you hitting it. Oh, nice putt. There. Turn. Turn.
Come on in. All right?
Oh my gosh. Flush. Ah.
Ugly, but it might work. Great.
That's a good putt, Michael.
Whoa.
Nice two putt.
Uh-huh, automatic.
Automatic.
Slow down. That's a good putt. Okay.
You don't have a second one. You don't have a second one today.
Right again.
Good ball. Nice one. Good ball.
Nice ball. Come on, get over that.
Oh, that's fine. You're good.
Great shot.
Oh, they opened the fairway. Oh, Jack. Good gracious. Good try. You got other ways you could do it too, but
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you could bring it off the hill and bring it back down this way too. But it seems to me you're going to want to take that dirt, and and this is a logical place for it. Yeah, you put the dew on the outside. Then anywhere up on the left side, you're viewing everything out there. You walk into it, and the green sort of fits in between that here and here. There was the high trees in the back and over to the right. That was a nice hole. Nice tee shot down, working way down, doglegging off with an outside water, which is I think hard to do.
Hard to do.
But huh?
It is hard to do, but
It works.
you know, it fits here.
Yeah, it works. It's nice. Nice hole. Nice green sitting in diagonally with that low in front of it. Beautiful vista. Pretty neat golf hole. Okay, idiot. See if you can hit one, make one decent swing. Oh, man. Good gracious, what a golf swing.
Get a tee. Oh, that's left 2. Down ball.
Come on, nice.
Pretty good, huh?
Get back there. Oh.
Nice shot. Uh-oh. Stay left.
Bunker. That's bunker.
Bunker.
Oh.
Whoa, ball.
Nice shot.
Popped up a little bit. Sure turned out all right, didn't it?
Speed.
I didn't play.
Too slow.
Ball left to right, small downhill.
He's picking it up. Yeah, big
Really
kid lost
too
the pin,
slow.
man.
Not mine.
Very good.
Play with the player.
Whoa.
Get back there. See you at...
Tom, we're here on the 12th tee, and I'm looking out at 11, breathtaking. I'm looking at this par 3. It's too bad you didn't have much to work with right here.
Well,
This is all you could come up with.
we had a certain amount of frontage along the bay here, and we wanted to take advantage of it as much as we could. So that's why the tee shot on 11 starts about next to 17 tee and plays out toward the water. That lets you come down short of this corner and then come back up the hill a little bit and sneak in a little short par 3. And I just love building a really short par 3 that gives people fits.
This worked out exactly as you hoped.
I think this has turned out great. You know, Jack and I talked at the beginning about, well, what kind of hole should it be? And I threw out, well, something like the postage stamp where you're really afraid to miss the green even from a short distance. So, we ran with that, and he's played that one a few times, so he explained exactly what he thought were the best parts of that hole.
You know, Jack, I know how you feel, Tom feels, that you'd like to have 18 signature holes, and really I'm just walking around Sabonic. Everything is a signature hole.
It's nice, Jim. It's this particular area here was a difficult area because you're playing down and away from you. 11 was down and away from you. And we had a really nice green side at 11 with a little valley there that allowed us to set a green on the point. And of course you could have created it, but we didn't create it. And then 11 or 12, we probably built this hole half a dozen times, trying to find the right way to do it. And the feeling of the philosophy of the postage stamp was one we used, and that was one that basically drops off on all sides, and it's a short hole. And we're a little longer than that hole here, but the green's a little larger also.
You're very happy, I'm sure, the way it all worked out after all the time and the different ideas that you had for
Yeah,
it.
it's nice. It's a nice golf course.
What do you think you have from back here playing the
Oh,
back tees?
I'm guessing, I don't know, what is it, 160 yards, probably 8-iron shot, going downhill, downwind today. So, 9-iron for the pros. That would be that's the type of shot that you like. You wouldn't want it much longer than that 8 or 9-iron for a postage stamp type shot.
I'm just wondering, here we are, the official first round. How many times have you been out here, both of you, just with a club in your hand, trying shots out from this very tee?
You know, sometimes we do it in the dirt, hit shots in the dirt every once in a while just to get a feel for things. I mean, we know on paper how far we hit a shot and, what the ball's going to do when it hits a green. And that's the thing that you don't get when you're playing around in the dirt. You don't see how well the green holds or releases. And this is sneaky. It just goes away from you a little bit. So it's a tough shot in there. You have to hit it in the front half of the green to be sure you hold it.
Well, Mr. Nicklaus, would you please show us how it's played?
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, that's a little different shot. I hit it hard. Now, ace not quite enough for me.
Come down. Whoa. Whoa. Come down, ball. Come down.
That's in.
Stay with my original.
Enjoy your chip.
The original one.
Your favorite
I
ball.
played it. Power thing.
Okay.
Pretty good. Well done.
No, it's the first time I
Give me
ever
that
did
one.
it. Well, you had these. You couldn't bounce it.
Pretty good. Well done.
Thanks.
Oh my gosh! Don't tell me how.
Whoa, look at this.
See, if I just followed you
Actually hit it on the face of the golf
way to
ball.
go.
First tee shot. Good, Tom.
Thank you.
Good ball.
Thank you.
All right. I love this tee.
Yeah.
This should be green. This should be a green light tee right here.
Mike. I gotta take another one. Take your ball. Just gotta get just on the other side of it. That might be decent. That's about as good as you're gonna do. That's gonna hit that hill, turn right, get killed over there.
Pins down there, you gotta be right.
It's about as good as you're gonna do, isn't it? Yeah. It could be slower.
Good shot.
I might be in the bunker.
Good
ball, Chris.
Whoa!
Really good shot.
Whoa!
That's right at it. There. That's enough for me.
Hit too hard. Ah, hit it left.
Oh no. Too greedy.
Ah, hit it out to the right.
Go. Go. Too bad.
The title line.
I think he read it right. He just hit it a little too hard. That's the shade hard, Michael.
Oh, flattened out at the hole.
That way.
Went right at the hole. So did mine.
Hmm?
So did mine. Mine was coming down and went back left. That's a defective cup cutter.
That bump right there.
That's
Right
fairway.
in your new fairway.
That's the new fairway.
I think rest of the green's fine. I don't have an issue with the rest of the green.
Okay.
I like the severity off of that. That's fine. The climbing up here, bunker, we dropped that down over there. That's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay.
I just think I think you're just gonna get two.
I know what to do.
They're gonna want a cup here. And they're gonna get ticked off as hell hitting the ball right here and end up back here.
It could happen.
It happened a lot. It'll happen every time you hit a decent shot.
Okay.
That's a good swing.
You're right.
It's certainly a better one.
You're right. Nice. There you go. Get up.
Amazing result. One good bounce.
Get up.
All right, Michael. Oh, well.
One of the most spectacular finishing holes I have to say that I've ever seen, and I understand at one time this was going to be a par 4. What happened?
Well, yeah, I thought it would be very good as a par 4 finishing hole, and Jack and Tom wanted to make it a par 5.
Go away.
What is the story here?
Well, I mean, this was the easiest hole to lay out on the golf course. The first 5 minutes I looked at the plan. You look at all the bluff line you've got. This is the highest point along the bluff for a tee. You know, we aren't allowed to clear on the bank, but because this dip is here, that gives you the great view out. So to put a tee up here, that was the simple part. Originally, I thought long par 4 finishing hole, green back, maybe 40, 50 yards this way. So the tree was more on the right side of the green. And that's basically the same hole that Jack had thought from day one.
Same thing.
But Mr. Pascucci believed strongly that for the members, finishing on a long par 4 was, you know, not a fun way to finish, potential double bogey. We wouldn't get that big cross bunker that comes across, wouldn't have really been in play very much. And, you know, because this is downwind most of the time for the prevailing wind, you know, even as a long par 4, it was still going to be a driver and an 8-iron for Jack. So
It was going to be a nice hole. I mean, it would have been a nice hole as a par 4. I think it's fine as a par 5. It's Michael's golf course. Michael wants a par 5. Tom and I said, have a par 5.
That's not quite how it happened.
What do you mean?
Michael,
What do you mean it's not quite?
tell us your version.
If we'd have said it any differently, we wouldn't have a par 5.
This is my theory. My theory was that the average member, like me, chumps, and they're going to miss. If they hit 3 shots, they'll miss 2. They'll miss 1. So I figure this way, they'll hit 3 shots here. They'll miss 1. They still got a chance for par. Second, that didn't count. I didn't get anywhere with that. Second thing I said was I named all the great golf courses that finished with a par 5, including all of the ones that Tom Doak and Jack Nicklaus did. And that didn't get me really very far. So they said, you know what? I heard them talk. They said, we have to give him one thing. Let's get him the hell out of the way now. Give it away.
Go ahead.
And that's how I really got
have
it.
that.
They gave me that. That's how they got it.
It's a different version of what we thought, but that's okay.
And now as we stand here on opening day, it does look pretty spectacular. You have
It would have been the same hole, but it's just a par 5 rather than a par 4. Tom and I both still think it should be a par 4. We're going to both make 4 in the holes, just to prove it's a
There
par
you go.
4.
All right, guys. Go do it. Okay?
You make 4 in this hole and I'll change it. Oh, now let's see under pressure. Well, I want to see this under pressure
You
now.
already told me today you're going to change 17 of them. You're going to change 18
Oh, wait a
too.
minute. How many scorecards have we printed already?
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Well done.
Still got it.
Good shot.
It is.
Wait.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Good drive.
Good, Chris.
Get out.
That's wide open. That's in the fairway. That's in the fairway.
Yeah, which one?
Wrong one. Fairway.
There it is. Yes.
This was over. This had to be over. Garrett, this has to be over.
Tom, we got some quick comments here.
Put in the bunker. You see it? I can see it. A little on the right. Maybe it's just short.
That makes for an interesting spot.
Just the three. Jack, can we have you walk up downstairs?
Sure.
No, that's not gonna run.
Oh, nice putt.
Going a hole.
Oh! Say, my God, that shot is screaming at me.
There we go.
Oh!